So NBC News had to correct host's false claim about Kamala Harris, and they said it was implied that she said what we're going to go ahead and watch in just a little bit. But I think it was actually explicitly said. But what is your opinion? Please let me know. And here we go.
Welcome back. NBC issuing a correction. A correction after Meet the Press anchor Kristen Welker, quote, incorrectly implied that Vice President Harris was at the dignified transfer of U.S. troops killed during the Afghanistan withdrawal. At Dover, Brooke Singman has the story. Brooke.
Yeah, Brian, Kristen Welker making that claim Sunday during an exchange with Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton. Now, Cotton was criticizing President Biden and Vice President Harris for ignoring Gold Star families on the third anniversary of the withdrawal from Afghanistan, where 13 service members were killed during an attack at Abbey Gate outside of the Kabul airport. Former President Trump attended a ceremony to honor the fallen service members at Arlington National Cemetery last week, but Cotton pointed out that those families also invited Biden and Harris. Listen to this.
You know who the families also invited? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Where were they? Joe Biden was sitting at a beach. Kamala Harris was sitting at her mansion in Washington, D.C. She was 4 miles away. 10 minutes. She could have gone to the cemetery and honored the sacrifice of those young men and women. But she hasn't. She never has spoken to them or taken a meeting with them.
Well, they did meet with them during the dignified transfer.
Because of
they were with them at the dignified transfer.
NBC posting the correction after the show, saying, quote, on our broadcast this morning, we incorrectly implied that both President Biden and Vice President Harris attended the dignified transfer of 13 American service members killed during the Afghanistan withdrawal. Biden was in attendance, but Harris was not. The families of the 13 service members say they haven't heard from Biden or Harris. Steve.
All right, Brooke, thank you very much. I'm Steve Doocy.
So what do you think about that? Was it implied or was it incorrectly stated? Was it incorrectly implied or incorrectly stated? Folks, they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes. I understand what the word implied means. You know what? Let's go ahead and look it up. Okay, let's look up the legal definition. According to Black's Law Dictionary, 9th edition, implied means not directly expressed. And it really sounded like that lady, the host for NBC News, directly expressed. But let's go ahead and hear it again just in case we're wrong. So let's go ahead and hear it one more time.
Them or taking a meeting with them.
Well, they did meet with them during the dignified transfer.
They did meet with them during the dignified transfer. So they, right? They means plural.
They were with them at the dignified transfer.
They were with them. They were with them. So I know that Biden, it was clear that Biden was with. So unless, see, NBC News could have did this. They could have said, well, Kamala Harris's pronouns are they, them. And so to save face, they could have said, well, they can mean Kamala. Do you understand? And so, but they in this context is definitely plural. And so she did not imply it. It doesn't seem like she implied it. She expressly stated that they, right, meaning plural, were with them at the dignified transfer. Biden was with them. I believe that's what the picture, the photo where he was checking his watch. But yes, it's wrong for her and even NBC News to say implied, right? She expressly stated that both of them were there in this context. Can we give her the benefit of the doubt? Sure we can. Sure we can. All right.
NBC posting the correction after the show, saying, quote, on our broadcast this morning, we incorrectly implied that both President Biden and Vice President Harris attended the dignified transfer of 13 American service members killed during the Afghanistan withdrawal. Biden was in attendance, but Harris was not.
So it's good that they corrected it. That's very good. That means that they're not in control, right? Because usually tyrants don't have to apologize for anything. Actually, they know that they're going to get away with it, but they know that they're not going to get away with it. So they apologize, and so folks, patriots are winning on all sides, on all fronts. And so I just wanted to give you this. It wasn't implied. She said they. Right, so both of them in this context. So we definitely want to make sure that we are staying on top of the wording, and that's why I actually got the legal dictionary out. Why? Because sometimes when you don't, right, people will get you on it. So implied means not directly expressed. Okay, but she directly expressed that they, right, both Kamala and Joseph were there. All right. So God bless you. Thank you so much for watching.